because
After the potential jurors filled out their questionnaire, have they seen any news media, any documentaries, anything?
Civil lawsuit, Cassie said that she was the victim of abuse, assault, and at the hands of Diddy.
But Christian didn't stop there. He painted a chilling picture of a world where loyalty wasn't just valued.
There's work to determine potential co-conspirators. But how exactly did we?
Didn't go into too many details about the extent of the plea offer, but one thing that they had said was pretty much
airtight NDAs to top execs pretending not to hear the whispers. The whole system played its part in keeping the truth buried.
This is very significant, just from who we associate Diddy being and everything we've seen him do over the decades. Like you said, this is quite the downfall to go from, I mean, we saw the mansions back in March that were raided by the feds. So to go from living in those mansions to being in a jail cell right now, I think it really underscores the magnitude of what he's facing and the weight of the federal government.
But now, the cracks in the carefully built image were impossible to ignore. The lawsuits were stacking up, the testimonies too detailed to brush aside, and the public was finally asking the kind of questions that no press release could silence. How had Diddy managed to stay untouchable for so long? Who else had known what was going on? Quiet, but growing louder, that even more family members might speak out, that secret recordings existed, that this scandal was nowhere near its peak. According to the whispers, the worst wasn't behind him, it was coming next.
They will be adding 2 defense attorneys. We only thought initially it was 1, but one thing that stood out to me when Mark Agnifilo was talking about this was he said that these defense attorneys are in the courtroom right now. I didn't see Mark Garagos in that courtroom, but what I did see is 2 defense attorneys that have been there when Brian Steele came on board, and those 2 defense attorneys were Nicole West.
And then came the financial shockwaves. If the lawsuits kept stacking up, Diddy's empire wouldn't just crumble in the public eye, it could implode financially. His sprawling business ventures, once seen as untouchable, would they simply vanish into the shadows, ready to protect the next power player, guard the next secret, and keep the machine running?
he is trying to find her, and her attorney has said that she may not be willing to come and testify anyway. So,
as the trial pushed forward, one truth became undeniable. This was no longer just Diddy's story. It had become a spotlight on an entire industry that enabled power to go unchecked, silence to be bought, and victims to be ignored. It was about the systems that protected the elite while burying the voices that dared to speak up. And now, those voices were finally breaking through, risking everything to expose the truth. So what do you think? Is Diddy's empire collapsing under the weight of its own secrets? Or are we just witnessing the first tremors of something far bigger? And what about those who stood beside him all these years? Should they face consequences too? Drop your thoughts in the comments. This story is only getting started. Stay tuned, because the fallout has only just begun.